Hi guys, and welcome to Love Darts. If this is your first time here, please like, share and subscribe so you can see more from my channel and help me grow. Now this has been eagerly anticipated. These are my custom darts, the LoveDarts Generation 1, designed with Zac Thornton from Thornton Darts. Of course I'm going to be biased about these, but they are suitable for me. So if you like my type of dart, which is typically a short, straight barrel dart, 23 grams, these may be for you. Now, I haven't decided quite whether I'm going to produce these yet. It'll depend on how popular they are. I'll probably do a pre-order, but let's get into the review. I hope you enjoy.
Hello, Thornton Darts here. I'm just going to be talking a bit about the work that I did with Mark on his LoveDarts Generation 1 darts. So, I've been talking to Mark for quite a while now. Throughout the lockdowns, me and Mark have been chatting, and even before then, sort of through darts, YouTube and stuff. And then we obviously started playing Call of Duty and playing lots of games together. I got to know him really well, and obviously Mark knew that I designed darts, and he'd always sort of tinkered about with the idea of having his own stuff. And eventually we just sort of got on with it. Mark decided he'd actually want to go through with it, and I started knocking a few ideas together. Really, Mark came to me with his ideas. He liked the Kaito Ono Generation 3s, which is what he's throwing at the time. I believe in 20 grams. That was our sort of base, but we wanted to make it more suited to Mark. A couple of tweaks here and there, up the weight towards his match weight around the 23 gram mark as well, and I think we did that really well. We sort of edited the grip towards the middle section. We've got this sort of almost Edgar style grip on that section, and the rest was almost based around the Kaito Ono dart, which was great. A couple of little tweaks here and there to make it more suited to Mark. And we then probably spent a lot of time, it took me a lot of time to model because it's quite a complex dart. However, we probably spent a lot of time deciding on the colours. Mark liked the Adrian Lewis silica sort of bronzy coating. We experimented with that. We experimented with black and the bronze coating, and we ended up going with black, and then we experimented on cutting out some areas. So we ended up doing a black coating and cutting in some grooves. So we left that silver, which really added a nice touch to where Mark sort of grips the dart, which was great. And then we got the drawing sent off. For me, it was a real complex dart to get drawn up and make sure all these complex areas were all measured properly and highlighted so the manufacturer could see that. So because it was quite complex, it was a long job to get drawn up, probably the longest. So thanks, Mark. But it was good to work with that level of detail. It was probably the most complex dart I'd had, and yeah, we got it sent away, and we got it made up. It took a while because obviously it was intricate and coated, and then it came back from coated to be recut. So again, I think it was probably the longest time manufacturing on a dart as well, but it was great to do and see when it came in the flesh, and we were really happy with the quality. The only thing that we had was the nose was a little bit different to what I'd put on the engineering drawing to them, so a bit of a mistake on my sort of supplier's part. However, luckily Mark was actually really happy with that. It was a bit of a happy accident. If that wasn't something Mark was happy with, we'd have gone back and got those redone. However, it was a bit of a happy accident on the nose. The sort of tapered style and the grip on there worked really great for Mark. And yeah, we had a bit of a happy accident with that. And yeah, Mark's got his sets now. He's been trialing and been testing. And yeah, I'm happy that I could have been an input on that side, and that Mark's really happy. So yeah, that was my input. And yeah, I'm glad that Mark's enjoying them.
Thornton Darts was an obvious choice for me. Not only is he someone I consider to be one of the most innovative and upcoming designers around, but he was also one of my friends from lockdown, and he is so easy to work with. We went forwards and backwards on a few smaller details, but I knew pretty much what I wanted, and Zac was able to render a superb image, which then came down to colour. I must stress, this process is easier if you know what you want. I've seen many custom darts that resale as they just didn't suit the buyer, and were also not as precise as Zac when it came to balance. Zac showed me where the balance would be, which is where I hold my dart from, making it the ideal grip for my style. As I sometimes experiment with grip, I chose 4 good grip types across the barrel of the dart, which I'll go into shortly. The darts arrived at Zac's from China, and he even featured them as the first dart you see on his banner. The darts turned up beautifully. I placed the set in a Q-Sol case for safekeeping, and the presentation case is nice and small, and one of my favourite presentation cases on the market. I then weighed them for quality. With 0.02 grams difference between the 3 barrels, I was really happy with the outcome. Darts Corner then kindly reached out and sent me some L-style stems and flights I was interested in for the LoveDarts setup that you can see here. I chose some target fire edge points as I like the ring grips for my finger placement, and the red, white and black theme is obviously my colour scheme for the LoveDarts brand. Let's have a look at the barrels and get some close-ups. The darts come with a standard black point, which is much grippier than the polished silver standard points. The front section then goes into the tapered nose with ring grips that is comfortable for my front stabilising finger. Should you be a very front gripper, there are ring grips for you that lead into the most intricate and favourite section, which is the rounded alternating grenade grips with fine ring cuts. This leads into the Tetra style grip I mentioned from the Matthew Edgar darts made by Loxley. And it's a great grip with the highest lips that also provide me with a good reference for where I grip the darts. Finally, we head into the rectangular grenade grip section that's a little finer than the front section, but a confident grip nevertheless. Here's the darts super close up for your viewing pleasure. The barrels are recut after the black PVD coating is applied to give the nice silver rings you see in the deepest sections of that Tetris grip. The darts once put together looked superb, and that's without being biased. I was thrilled with the final look, and combined with the dimple L-style setup, I was confident I was on to a winner. However, to finish the look I needed to repoint the darts. I took out my trusted designer repointer that's about 3 years old and got to work. If you haven't repointed a dart before, it's pretty simple. You screw the dart into the main section and then adjust it until it places the point through the top section. You then tighten the bolts at the top, and using the provided Allen keys, you then use the largest Allen key to loosen the point. But don't stop there. Once it's removed, add your new point, keeping it firmly in place, tighten the bolts, and this is the key. Slowly tighten the repointer so it pushes the point into the dart. Some points you will find are too loose, in which case just add a dab of super glue and voila. It's as simple as that. 3 darts repointed in 10 minutes. Awesome. The points were supposed to finish off the look, but then Johnny Cree of Customdartsflights contacted me and said he was sending me some L-style custom dimple flights, which just wowed me when I got them, and this was added to the mix. Check his link out in the comments below. Now, some of the video clips you'll see may not feature the points, as some of them were filmed prior to repointing them, but I think they turned out just fantastic. Try and explain to you kind of how these feel for me, at least. They may not suit everyone, but for me they were designed to be suitable for my type of throw. Now, my grip, I hold sort of between the two. So I'm holding right on that center of gravity, but I can kind of feel where it is every time because I'm slightly on the Tetris grip and slightly on the grenade grip. Now that's where my finger and thumb hold. I then rest my finger on that tapered section there. So my actual throw is like that, so I tend to put the dart forwards, cock it back and extend from there. Now this suits my throw just right. 85. This dart is designed so that you have grip along the whole barrel. It's not for people who don't like grips, for people who do like grips. So whether I decided to hold from the rear, the middle, the front, right at the front, I've got 4 different grip types that will really help you feel exactly where you're holding your dart. If you're holding the dart from the same place every time, you're going to get that consistency, which is what you want to progress as a dart player. Now I've also been playing with different positions as well, so I can throw right from the front, so I'm holding right on that grenade section there, or even further I can go onto the ring grip if I really want to go that far, but I tend not to go that far. So I'm on the grenade section there, and that has a sort of really pulled throw to it, but it's quite direct and quick. Now finally this reared section here, this is alternating sort of rectangular grenade grip. Once again, really nice grip. I just bring my finger ever so slightly further forward there and sort of rest it on the top section there so I can still feel those rings. Ooh, straight in the treble 20. 20. Ooh, nearly a 140. 100. The darts were really well balanced. I find that 23 grams in straight barrels of this length, 47.5, gives it the perfect weight to keep a nice tail while still feeling a nice weight in your hands. From the very front grip section you have a nice almost solid bulb to hold, which is clearly defined and it's easy to identify as a reference point. The darts typically land a bit flatter normally, but on filming day they all seem to sit up pretty well, which for me isn't bad. That's actually a bonus for me. My favourite section next is the rounded alternating grenade grip. This is super comfortable and easy to throw from. The centre of gravity is on the last part of this section, so I usually hold between this and the Tetris section, which gives me a nice reference point, as I can feel the high lip on the Tetris each time between my thumb and finger as it pincers the dart. The final section of rectangular alternating grenade grip feels more solid, but the cuts give you a discreet grip, making this not only a confident grip, but a comfortable grip. I may add 1 to 100 on the rear section if it fits in, or maybe some LoveDarts logo, but it's quite small, so we'll have to see if it's possible or not. Either way, this dart throws extremely well for my type of throw. I haven't been able to put these darts down since getting them. They are so consistent, good looking, and the grip gives me confidence every time I pick them up. It's been over 3 months now, and I seriously considered not releasing these because I just want them for myself. The classy, sleek black and silver barrels are complemented by the LoveDarts black, red and white, or silver in some cases, and I could not have asked for a better outcome. I thank Johnny Cree, Darts Corner and L-Style for completing the fabulous look of these darts, and most importantly Zac from Thornton Darts for making, quite frankly, the best dart I have ever thrown. So there we have it guys, LoveDarts Generation 1. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe if you're new. If you're not, make sure you're putting that bell on so you don't miss anything from me in the future. I'm going to make these available for pre-order. If I get 40 pre-orders, then I'll get them made. If not, unfortunately they're just going to be my darts. Not that I'm fussed, but I think they're great. Thanks again, and remember, love darts.